My next review is actually not going to be of a game at all. It's not a game review, it's a utility review. One of only a couple of non-gaming titles that Mastertronic released. This one is called Make Music with Mistertronic. Try saying that when you've had a few. So this front cover's quite unique, in fact totally unique as far as I'm aware. It's got Make Music with Mistertronic on, and it's got a picture of this mascot Mistertronic, who is used in the early days of Mastertronic on some of the adverts in the magazines and so on. He's playing a double neck guitar, although the second neck seems to have no head on it. And there's also a robotic drummer in the background there. It's like a set of rock band drums actually. And as you can see, this is a 199 range game, but it's not the usual grid style packaging. It's a white background instead of black, still with the blue grid on there. So that's quite unique, as I said. And on the back there we've just got the loading instructions. Inside we've just got a single page of instructions. At the top there is Mistertronic's task, and it basically just tells you how to use the program. Allows you to create a tune using different length notes and rests, totaling up to 7 pages in length. The tune will be played on the instrument pointed to by the arrow near the top of the screen. And then it's got the instructions of how to create the tune. And it does seem to have, based on the bottom of the page there, the ability to load and save tunes and also print them on your Commodore printer, which I don't have, so won't be doing. A bit interesting bit at the bottom here: user age range 6 years upwards only with parental guidance, and then 9 years up to adult at will. Not quite sure why they felt the need to say that you can only have parental guidance for a 6-year-old, but there you go. And just there at the bottom it says copyright 1985, and inside is just the same instructions repeated in the various foreign languages. So the game does have a loading screen, as you can see there. He's only got a single neck guitar on this screen, and he looks a little bit chubbier than he does on the graphic on the front of the inlay. But there you go, there's the loading screen. The game's now loaded and you're presented with this green screen with various things on. You've got different instruments to choose from at the top, the various instructions, notes to choose from, and then obviously the area where you build the tune. So let's just put a few notes down. You use the joystick to move left and right to control the cursor. Pick a note. I don't know what I'm doing, I know nothing about how to read or write music. This could be quite entertaining. So I'll pick one of those things and I'll stick that up the top there, and one of those, and I'll put that just below, and another one, and then we'll go back to one of these things and back to one of those, because why not, and then we'll stick another one of those and another one of those, and then one of these, because why not. And then I'm going to put a rest in. I don't know what the difference between all these ones is either, so I'll stick one of those in there, and then we'll do a few more notes, and we'll go any musicians out there watching this are probably about ready to kill me about now, but there you go. So we'll go with that, and we'll try playing it now. You can do 7 pages as it said in the instructions. I'll just do 1 for starters and see what it sounds like. So I'm currently set as a piano. Let's have a listen to it. It doesn't sound too bad. It sounds like computer generated music. Let's try a different instrument. Let's see what it sounds like on guitar. That sounds like no guitar I've ever heard. Let's try the trombone. Not too bad. Okay, so you get the idea. So what I'm going to do is make a bit longer tune and then play it to you, and that'll pretty much be the review of the game. 10 or 15 minutes work, I've now created a 5-page tune. I'm going to call it the Mastertronic Symphony, and here it is, on trumpet. Wonderful stuff. Bit of a somber tune. Let's just try it on the piano. A pretty dreadful piano. Okay, so what can we say about this? Obviously it's pretty basic stuff. The biggest criticism I'd have of it is, as you're building a tune, if you want to change it, you have to change it a note at a time by pressing delete. If I press delete here, you'll see the last note goes off the screen, and then the one before, and then the one before. So if you do 2 or 3 pages and you find there's a note halfway through page 1 that you don't like, you can't go back and just remove that one. You have to undo the whole thing. And you also can't see pages 1 to 4 once you've gone on to page 5, as far as I'm aware. Nope, pressing the number keys doesn't seem to bring it along, so that's not very good. It does have the ability to load and save the tunes, and there are 3 tunes included on the flip side of the tape, sample tunes, so I'm going to load one of those up and see what the makers of the game came up with and see how it compares to my masterpiece. Okay, so I've loaded the first sample tune on the flip side of the tape. I'm going to play it on guitar. Let's have a listen. That wasn't that good. I don't think that's much better than what I put together. Let's just try it on the recorder, see if it sounds any better on there. Good grief. So, in summary, it's a kind of a fun little utility. I don't think anyone's going to challenge Rob Hubbard's superiority as a composer for Commodore 64 music. But I guess back in the day, if you were looking to be a bit creative or impress your parents by composing a little tune on the computer, then it might have been worth the $1.99 asking price. That said, it's not really the sort of thing that's going to be of any great use or interest nowadays. So we'll leave it there.
If you only knew the power of the dark side.
2, 1, 0.